We've got a Samuel L. Jackson film making its way onto 4K for the very first time. Let's talk about it. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Flicks and Pixels, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. So yeah, as I say, guys, this film I'm talking about today, it's the first time it's come to 4K. We've had it on DVD, we've had it on Blu-ray, but it's taken its sweet time to come to 4K. It's a Samuel L. Jackson film, and it's probably got one of the most straight-to-the-point titles of a film ever. And as you can tell from the thumbnail, the film I am talking about is Snakes on a Plane. Does exactly what it says on the tin, doesn't it, really? If you've seen this film, you know exactly what it's about. If you haven't seen the film, you know exactly what it's about. I will take you through an unboxing of this edition in just a second, but I quite like Snakes on a Plane. I know it's got its critics and its haters out there, and I don't think Samuel L. Jackson was much of a fan of it either, to be honest. But I quite like it. I think it's quite a fun film. You could call it a disaster film, I suppose. I don't know kind of what genre it falls into. I would imagine it falls into the disaster film genre, but yeah, as I say, guys, I quite like this film. So when I heard that it was being released on 4K and Arrow Video were doing it, yeah, I hit that pre-order button straight away because, yeah, as I say, I enjoy it. I think the last time I saw this film, and I'm being completely honest with you, it's got to be over 10 years ago. I went to the cinema to see it originally in 2006, and then I saw it, I think, when I first bought it on DVD. I never got the Blu-ray. I've got it on DVD. Never bought the Blu-ray. Just kept that DVD. And yeah, as I say, watched it probably about 10 years ago was the last time. But yeah, I mean, another thing that I'm quite surprised hasn't been mentioned more, to be honest, is the fact that this film is 20 years old this year. There's not an acknowledgement or anything on here of the anniversary of this film. Maybe it's one of those ones that's kind of going under the radar and probably isn't worthy of an anniversary edition or anything like that. But yeah, no mention of it at all. It's 20 years old this year. First came out in 2006. Yeah, not a word on it anywhere. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take you through an unboxing of this edition, and then we're going to bring it back up top, and we're going to talk about the 4K transfer, how that 4K picture looks, and we're going to talk about how the film sounds as well. So, are you ready? Come on, let's go and have a look. Okay, so we go with Snakes on a Plane on 4K from Arrow Video, and as you can see, you've got the artwork on the front of the slipcover there, which has got the original Snakes on a Plane graphic on. Yeah, very nice. You've got Snakes on a Plane written there, and then you've got the two snakes wrapped around the plane itself. Bring it round to the spine. You've got Snakes on a Plane written just there, along with the Arrow logo and the Warner Brothers logo. Same on the other spine as well. Bring it round to the back, and you do have a write-up on the film and a list of your bonus features, and at the bottom you've got your tech specs. So if you want to have a pause of that so you can have a look at the special features. Okay, so let's take it out of its slipcover, pop that to one side, and we'll bring this in, and it is a reversible sleeve, so you can flip it round. I've decided to turn it round. The other artwork that you get is what's on the slipcover here. But I quite like that artwork on there. I think it looks good. Yeah, very nice. You got Sam Jackson there. You got all the passengers that have been attacked by the snakes. Snakes on a Plane at the bottom. Bring it around to the spine. Snakes on a Plane written there again. And much like the slipcover, on the back, you've got a write-up of the film, a list of your bonus features and tech specs at the bottom. If we open this up, inside, you get a couple of little things. So the first thing we get is the safety instructions. It's quite good, actually. Nice little touch. And then spin it round, and then you've just got the Snakes on a Plane artwork just there. And then you also get this little booklet. So it's got a little bit on the cast and crew, what went into making the film. Some nice shots from the film as well, which is good. As always, decent quality booklet from Arrow. Yeah, that's quite nice. Quite like that. And then on the back, you got Samuel L. Jackson just there, holding a dead snake, calling somebody of importance, I would imagine. And then inside here, you do, of course, get your 4K disc, which is just there. So there we go, guys. So you get your booklet, you get your safety instructions in there as well. And that's all housed in a really nice slipcover. So there we go. That is Snakes on a Plane. Let's go back up top and let's talk about it. Okay, so we are back up top with Snakes on a Plane on 4K from Arrow Video in quite a nice slipcover edition. Now, guys, I've said before, I don't mind Arrow slipcover editions. I still think they're quite nice. Yeah, they're not as nice as the chunky boxes. They're not, but they're still nice all the same. And if we're being completely honest here, Snakes on a Plane was never going to get the chunky box treatment, was he? Was he? Come on. It wasn't. But it's still a nice edition all the same. In saying that, though, there are some films that should have got chunky box treatment from Arrow and only got slipcover editions. Cobra's one of them. That should have got chunky box treatment, without a doubt. Roadhouse, another one, should have had chunky box treatment from Arrow. No questions asked. You could argue Under Siege should have got a chunky box. You could argue Spawn should have got a chunky box. Now, I know what you're all thinking. You're all going, what, Spawn? Yeah, I quite like Spawn. I think it's a decent film. Yeah, it's got its faults. It ain't perfect, but I quite like that film. And that should have got a chunky box, in my opinion. And I can hear you all now shouting at your screens, basically saying that I'm talking bollocks. And that's fine. But for me, I think Spawn should have got chunky box treatment. Anyway, I digress. I like the slipcover editions from Arrow Video. Yes, there are some films that should have got chunky boxes. This isn't one of them, I don't think. I think a slipcover edition for this is sufficient. But it's a nice edition all the same. In terms of the 4K picture then, this does come with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. And the 4K transfer, it's good. It's a good 4K transfer. It's not going to wow you. You're not going to put it on and go, wow, I'm watching a 4K film. It's a good 4K transfer. It's decent. It is. You know, details and clarity look good on this. It's quite punchy and vibrant as well, which is good. Colours look really good. There's some pop at times. Shadow detail is good on this as well. And the lighting and the contrast levels are actually really good on this, especially on the plane when the snakes all kind of, you know, they're all coming out and killing people and stuff on the plane. When those emergency spotlights come on, the lighting in those scenes looks really good. So overall, it's a good 4K transfer. As I say, it's just not amazing. It's not one, as I say, that's going to blow your socks off. It's going to wow you or anything like that. There's far better 4K transfers out there. But mark my words, there are far worse 4K transfers out there as well. So all in all, yeah, it's a decent 4K picture. In terms of the sound, this is where it gets a little bit disappointing. It comes with the original sort of like 5.1, DTS 5.1 that was on the Blu-ray, and yeah, it's the same old same mix, to be honest. It doesn't sound bad. It sounds good, to be fair to it, but I was kind of hoping that they would put a Dolby Atmos track on this. I just think it would have added a little bit extra oomph to the sound. But the DTS 5.1, it does sound decent all the same. Just a little bit disappointing. It's the only sound option on the disc. And in terms of the bonus features, there's one new bonus feature. That's it, really, guys. So overall, this is going to be... If you haven't got this film on Blu-ray already, I'd recommend you picking this up if you're a fan of this film. I didn't have it on Blu-ray, as I say. I had it on DVD. I never upgraded to the Blu-ray, so I don't actually know what the Blu-ray is like, to be honest. I'm assuming it's decent. But if you're going straight from DVD to this, I think, you know, you're going to be well pleased. But if you've got the Blu-ray, you might not see much of a step up, really. I think the HDR and Dolby Vision are going to be the main differences in this. But yeah, as I say, guys, it's not a bad 4K picture at all. It looks good. It's just not amazing, and it's not one that's going to, you know, wow you or anything like that. And in terms of the sound, as I say, it sounds good. It's just disappointing there's no Dolby Atmos mix on there. But yeah, the bonus features, they're just stock bonus features that have been sort of ported over, apart from one. So, you know, it cost me 25 quid. And as I say, if you're upgrading from the DVD, I would recommend this. if you've got the Blu-ray already, maybe wait for it to come down in a sale or something like that. But overall, it's a nice addition, and it's a decent 4K picture, and it sounds good as well. So there we go, guys. That is it. Leave a comment down below. I want to know your thoughts about chunky boxes. We need to talk about chunky boxes. What films have Arrow released in the slipcover edition that you think deserved chunky box treatment? I've listed a few that I think. Let me hear what you've got to say about it in the comments down below. And let me know if you're going to be getting Snakes on a Plane on 4K as well. So that is all for today. Thank you ever so much for watching the video. If you did like it today, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would as well, please hype the video. This hyping videos, I think it's a new thing that's just come on. And it really helps the channel out if you like and hype the video. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel, if you don't already, that would be amazing as well. That would really help me out if you would subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that is all, guys. And hopefully I will see you again on my next video. Until then, take care.